Alright, what's up, guys? It's Schmingar, and I do apologize. This will not be another Watching the Sky statue deck because I forgot to do that before the week reset. So instead of doing that, I'm doing 9 space, keeping the Watching the Skies, and then just some mixed in cards for the support. I'm still running Janitor, so there's gonna be Gardens of Babylon and I forgot to change that. I need to change that. There's a couple of cards in here that need to be taken out because I found out they were a little awkward when actually playing. But um yeah, let me do that real fast. Wonders of Construction. What else did I take out? Oh, that science card. Okay, okay. So that actually will leave me with where'd it go? Florence Cathedral. That's pretty good. And then there is what was the other card? I was gonna go for an arts card. I'm just gonna throw something together. Uh, oops. I mean that's tempting. I could use Christmas Carol, but I'm worried that that one extra energy might screw up a single turn. I don't want that to happen. King Midas is useless this week. Let's see. Heh. I'm tempted just to throw in Grimm Brothers. Brothers Grimm. Let's see here. I mean, I could just use Anubis. I'm gonna use Hans Trap. There we go. Problem solved. All right. So anyway, watching the skies. So of course I'm gonna have Terminator and Starshade, Amy Jump Cannon, all those cards I had in the last deck. I'm gonna go over a couple of them just uh, as a refresher. Terminator. It gains 40 permanent power on the draw. That's crazy. It's really good. If you don't have this card, you want this card because you can put it in quite literally any deck from your early to mid days of playing this game, basically until you gain a solid collection to where you can build multiple solid decks. This can just go into anything until then. And same with Planet X. 4 space with Planet X, but yeah, good luck getting that. See, Godzilla, a basic space card, but it's huge and it's going to gain that permanent power on the return. We like that. Let's see. Amy Jump Cannon. It's just a strong card watching the skies, and it'll become cheaper when it comes back around, which we don't hate. We won't need that extra energy, but every bit counts just in case we draw Holy Grail early. And by early, I mean like turn 6 and Jump Cannon came back turn 1. I'm thinking about the tiny details. All right, I threw in, since I'm running 2 uh, Wonders of Construction to buff up my Watching the Skies, I decided to use Gardens of Babylon since it's a large week and threw in Zingda Emperor. And I used Garden of Babylon because I went with Nostradamus. He locks for quite a while, but that's why we have the Emperor. We want to just unlock him so we don't have to wait those 6 turns. But I mean, if you drew Emperor on turn 6 and drew Nostradamus on turn 1, that's still better than Garden of Babylon, which just permanently locks. um, let's see here. Willem Olbers, yep. He's the same. Let's see. Let's put it in Art Deco because it's a really good arts card. And we wanted 6 art cards. Let's see. Vincent Van Gogh. I don't use this one often. I don't think I've used this in a game yet. But your space cards will gain some power for the round, be 12 power. And then if you won the turn, they'll gain 10 until played. So that's a pretty neat buff. It can be pretty beneficial. And then of course we just threw in Hans Trap. It's really good. It gains permanent power. And it's essentially a 7 for 90, assuming they'll play 3 cards that aren't Festive Traditions. And we threw in Grail, because we just have so much. We have an abundance of energy. Why not? It has 300 power. Why not? So, with that said, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoyed that math class I had the other day. Not a good teacher. Let's see here. Dr. Crane. Let me see, turn this off. Don't want to concede. I'm about pushing that button. We're going to start off small. Get some setup going on. Got Gardens of Babylon pretty early. Hopefully we'll draw Nostradamus and Emperor. Ideally round 4, assuming we'll win this round. We're already... Oh, never mind. He just played Testudo formation. Okay, we might still lose this round. So, depending on which case happens, turn 3 or turn 4, we want Emperor and Nostradamus. Want to keep setting up. And this will reduce the cost of our Watching the Skies card, so we'll throw that down. We're just trying to be as efficient as possible on our energy until it just ramps up to where it doesn't even matter anymore. Because you can't play Holy Grail with 2 other cards if you aren't at least a little bit efficient. Like this turn. We can only play Grail, so I'm not going to do that. Go ahead and play Jump Cannon. He is playing a space card, so I'm going to throw a Star Shade out in front of it so it'll come back in rotation with his space card. And we're going to throw down Hans Trap. It's going to deal equal amount of power, but it's fine. Oh, he also has Hans Trap. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. That kind of messed us up a little bit. That really messed us up. Alright, that's cool. Well played, buddy. We don't want to hold Terminator. So that will be getting tossed out this turn. Actually, it doesn't matter. We drew it too late. So it doesn't matter where we place it on the board. Because we're running an overlock deck. So our rotation will be skewed anyway. So I'm going to throw down Holy Grail and Janter. Not sure what he was thanking me for. That was a little confusing. Emperor gets thrown down. Oh, the Q crew. Trying to reel me into something. What's going on? Interesting. Anyway, let's see, Nostradamus, Gardens, and Terminator. I don't know. This feels kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this game's over. Losing round 2 just ended the game for me. I don't like those bonuses, but I'm gonna lock it in anyway. I'm thinking I might remove the Renaissance and like half the art cards and throw in Heimdall, make it a rainbow deck. It might function better that way. I just thought this would be pretty interesting. And it's kind of cool, but it's definitely not up to speed with what. Oh. Yeah, I got nothing to say. I'm screwed. I'm just gonna throw out some cards, man. Oh. Yep, that's it. I would not call that a good game. That was heavily in his favor. But it was fun nonetheless. I don't know. That deck just isn't performing well. It's still too heavy on energy. And by heavy, I mean like heavy on overflow, I should say. Let's see. Let's take out some arts cards here. Archangel, Renaissance. We'll take out that. Because there are other ones we can use. If I can find them. Eh, let's use St. Basil's Cathedral. That'll work. That'll get stronger as the game goes by. What is this? What do we need to even be a Heimdall deck? Way too many cards. We're not going to make this a Heimdall deck. Unless. Unless. Let's see here. What can we do? We need 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Heimdall. What's a big card we want? What, like Dracula Parrot, maybe? It's not too big, but it gets big. Let's set it to 8. This is an insight of how I build my decks. I I look at cards that I want to build a deck around. Then I search the album it's under, the collection it's under for synergy cards. And then I just start messing with the meter, the energy meter. I start messing with the power meter, the rarity. I half the time I'm looking at stuff I got recently. Arabian Horse seems like a solid choice, actually. Arabian Horse is a good choice. And we need science, paleo, and or oceans. So let's see here. Science, paleo, and oceans. Definitely don't want to do that. Half and half power split feels a little meaningless. Look at some big cards. Mimic Octopus. Use Keg. Oh, Dark Web, duh. What have I been thinking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I don't. I kept running into Dark Webs and thinking, oh, the energy's pretty high. I could probably use Dark Web this week. And I kept forgetting to put Dark Web in the deck. Let's see. Oceans or Paleo? I don't know why I reset the whole thing. What's the current league? Carnivores? Let's see what they got under Carnivores. Dakota Raptor? Ooh, wait a second. Do I want to do that? I'm debating this Pyroraptor and throwing in Prometheus, but that would mean I'd have to take out Grail and Hans Trap. Because I have to include fire to activate. Well, we're not doing that. Not today. Not today. Maybe later. We're going to throw in Dakota Raptor, call it a day, and keep it pushing. I'm going to give you one more game because that last game was a tragedy. That was a disaster. An F5 tornado went through that board. It tore my deck apart. Nah, I'm just a bad deck builder. I have fun though. All right. Let's see. Mono Space. Okay. Starshade is going to do some damage this game. We might win. We might have a chance. Like, Mono Space decks can be scary, but one, this is a bot. So it doesn't seem like their deck is entirely thought out. There is a Yuri in their deck in a high energy week. So that kind of sucks. It's not going to show the full potential of this deck against another well thought out deck, or thought out deck. I shouldn't say well thought out. This isn't well thought out. Let's see here. That is unfortunate timing on Nostradamus. I'm just gonna throw it down Arabian Horse. It'll be okay. We don't need the effect every time we play it. We just need to rotate our cards and keep it pushing. But now that was a really good draw. That was really good. I don't care that I lost that round. Oh, he threw out the Leica. Thanks, Jellyfish. You made it even easier. Definitely gonna throw out. Nostradamus, Gardens, and I'm thinking Planet X. Don't need to throw Grail out just yet. Just because you can play it doesn't mean you should play it. I do want to keep Terminator in cycle with my lock cards because there is a chance I will win round 4. So we are going to put it there with Godzilla next to it and Supermassive right there. Seems a little weird. Normally you would want to draw your Supermassive before your other cards so you can buff them and then play them. But I'm choosing to put it on the right because I'm probably not going to need it again. I would much rather draw Terminator or Godzilla. Let's see. No chance of them winning the round. So I'm just going to throw out these cards. They're fairly weak. Carnivores. Let's see. Oh, we just threw out our carnivore. We could have used that for the arena bonus. Oh, man. See, look, at least I'm catching my mistakes, right? That's what matters. Whoa, wait, what? What was that? Oh, 5 random. I've been reading this card so wrong. I thought it was the other way around. Your cards got the power buff for 2 turns, and they got their cards wherever they are. Lost 20. No. What was I thinking? Your cards wherever they are. And then 5 random cards. But it's actually their cards for 2 turns and then... Oh, Jesus. I am not good at this. You know what? Let's forget it. I had the wrong idea about the card. I read it wrong. That's cool. I still like Star Shade. It's neat. Not as strong as I thought, but it'll be okay. This is where you want to throw down Grail. We are ahead. We have a less likely chance of losing the round when we're ahead. Grail is 457 power by itself. That's 600. They have to do 675 damage to prolong this round or win. And now we can play Emperor on this turn. I was not willing to lose that round. Now, since we have 2 turns ahead of this, there's still a chance to win this round. It's not guaranteed that we're going to sacrifice the round just because we're choosing to play 1 card this turn. See, they're only doing 339 damage. That's close. I did close to half of what they did. And with my hand right now, they do not have a chance. You want to play your Planet X, buff your space cards. Oh, so we did draw Supermassive last. I had it in my mind that putting it in that right slot was going to throw it out of rotation and draw it on turn 1, round 5. Quick math is not always easy. Alright, there we go, guys. It definitely performed a lot better with the rework of this deck. My previous version, that was a tragedy. I don't advise trying that. That was terrible. Alright, I'm gonna hover over the deck just so you can get some more looks at it while I talk. As a reminder, I am currently working on a deck guide, a deck building guide, a guide on powerful cards, high valued cards, which is not always correlated to strength. Sometimes that is correlated to scarcity. So I want to touch on those. And I think there was one other thing I was supposed to mention, but I'm drawing a blank right now. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, stay tuned for those videos in the future. I do want to make them a little different than this casual gameplay style video. I want them to have more thought put into them. I'm not going to be using my phone's microphone. So stay tuned. Keep an eye out. If you can, if you want to, I'd really appreciate it. Like this video. Thumbs it up. Subscribe. All that good stuff that YouTubers need. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.